So today I'm going to talk about how to monitor like microservices by using like Prometheus and Grafana. Okay. So first of all, like I would like to discuss what is the Prometheus and what is the Grafana. So how this architecture will look like. I'm going to explain this step by step, and after that I'm going to integrate this Prometheus and Grafana into our microservices application. Okay. So um, so as for now, so everything looks fine, right? So but while working with like such as a complex architecture, so we need to keep an eye on our system in case of like any potential failure, right? To do so in this part, so I'm going to like see I'm going to like show you like how to monitor and trace and observe the behavior of our microservices using Prometheus and the Grafana. Okay. So first of all, like what is Prometheus? So if you can see here the official page of the Prometheus. Okay. So Prometheus is an open source time series database originally developed by SoundCloud. It comes with its proper query language called PromQL and used for event monitoring and alerting. Okay. So this is the official page of Prometheus. You can just go through, okay, for more information. And if you're talking about the Grafana, so this is the Grafana official page. So Grafana is an open source tool for data visualization, monitoring, and troubleshooting. So basically, it creates a dashboards to visualize the metrics from sources like Prometheus, Elasticsearch, Graphite, InfluxDB, and CloudWatch. And apart from this, you can customize the dashboards with the graphs and charts and maps to suit your needs. Okay. And now I'm going to speak about architecture of this Prometheus and Grafana. Okay. So how the interaction will be happen in between like Prometheus and the Grafana. So the interaction between the Prometheus and Grafana involves Grafana using Prometheus as a data source to fetch and visualize the metrics. Okay. So first, like here, if you can see here actually we have like admin created like a dashboard with a panel in Grafana, right? So this panel is configured with query using PromQL. Okay. So when admin opens the dashboard or like a panel, the Grafana sends a HTTP request to Prometheus to execute the query. Okay. So the Prometheus executes the PromMQL query on its time series database and returns the result, okay, to the Grafana. But the Prometheus executes the PromMQL query, but Prometheus should have some metrics or data, right? So the Prometheus pulls the metrics data from the Spring Boot microservices here. So actually Spring Boot will integrated with like actuator endpoint. So this actuator Prometheus endpoint, okay, so will pull the metrics, and once the data is available, so the scrapped metrics are stored in Prometheus time series database. And so the Grafana configured with Prometheus as a data source, right? So whatever that data is available, right? So Grafana is configured with Prometheus as data source. This is queries the Prometheus as using PromMQL, and Grafana takes the result of these queries and visualize the data in the different formats. So I mean like in graphs, tables, and heat maps in its dashboards. Okay. So this is what like the overall architecture will look like. Okay. Now let's jump into our code. And so this is our product service. I'm going to integrate this Prometheus and Grafana in this product service and in inventory service. Okay. So now, so actually we need one dependency, that is micrometer registry Prometheus. And apart from this, actually we need actuator dependency as well. Okay. I already integrated this actuator dependency in my product service here. Okay. So these two dependencies are required to work with this Prometheus and Grafana. And after that, so we need to enable these configurations in our application.yaml file. Okay. So that is like management endpoints web exposure include. Okay. So here actually if you can put like asterisk here, So let me restart this. Okay, so this is running on 8081. Okay, let me hit actuator endpoint. Okay, so if you can see here, actually we can see like all the metrics related endpoints here because we have provided, okay, asterisk here. Okay, so what if you need like some specific endpoints? So let's say that I need info, okay, and health and Prometheus. Okay, so in this case, actually you can see like only this metrics related data and info health, and let me put metrics as well. Okay, now let me refresh this. So you can see only health, info, and Prometheus and metrics. If you can click on this Prometheus, you can see the Prometheus related data here. Okay, so by using this Prometheus data, okay, so this is the Prometheus data source, right? So this will use this Grafana to visualize the data in the dashboards. And let me go back and create a docker compose file here to start like this Prometheus and Grafana containers here. Okay, so what I will do is I'm going to create like one of the like architecture here. So let me create like one of the directory. Okay, so that is like monitoring directory. Inside this monitoring directory, I'm going to create like two more directories. One is like Grafana, another one is like Prometheus. Okay, now inside this Grafana, sorry, inside this monitoring, so what I will do is I will create like docker compose.ml file. So let me create docker compose.ml file. So this is my docker compose.ml file. To save the time, actually I already have this services. Actually we need these two services. One is like Grafana, another one is Prometheus. Okay, this is my version 3.7 and Grafana image and the container name and the port. This will run on 3000. And if you require this restart process, just mention here and volumes. Okay, I will come to this later. And Prometheus, this is the image and this is the container name, this is the port number, this will run on 9090. Okay, now here coming to like Grafana, so what I will do is I will create like uh, provisioning. Okay, inside this provisioning I will create like one more directory, that is data sources. Okay, so inside the data sources I will create like one data source, data sources dot ml file. Okay, so basically in Grafana we need this data sources dot ml file to use to like configure the data sources like Prometheus or like Elasticsearch or like InfluxDB as we discussed earlier. Typically, when we're deploying Grafana in environments where we want to automate the setup and configuration of your data sources without manually configuring them in Grafana UI. So I'm just automating this Prometheus and the Grafana by using this data sources .ml file. Okay, so this is the API version and this is the data sources. You can provide the Prometheus name here, type and access is proxy, and this is the URL of the Prometheus. Okay, so by default it has to be add the data source as Prometheus here. And apart from this we need the Prometheus file as well. So Prometheus .ml file. Okay, okay, so this is the like Prometheus ml file, so which will contain the job name and metrics path. And if you want like script interval you can define here. And static configs will have like this is like my application is running on 8081, so you can define this port number here, and this is the label. Okay, so that's it. So now, so coming back to docker compose.yaml file, so here we have defined the volumes, right? So the Grafana provisioning data sources. So this is the path. Grafana provisioning data sources. This is the path we have defined here. Okay. And apart from this Prometheus also we have defined like this Prometheus.yaml file. That's it. Now, so what I will do is I will start this services and I will test it out whether it's working or not. Get started, and if you want you can check here inside this monitoring we have a Grafana and Prometheus running on 3000 and 9090. And let me check. um, okay, so this is the Prometheus, and now so let me test. So process CPU usage. Okay, and execute this. So now, so what I will do is I will run this JMeter to increase the load. Okay, and let me execute this. So in the graph actually it will show this. Okay, so if you execute this you will see the difference. Here also you can check 5 minutes time, so that like you will see the nice graph here. Okay, so this is how it will work. Grafana as well. So Grafana actually started, so by default username and the password is admin and admin here. Just log in here, you can skip here. And so basically we already like automated this Prometheus. I mean like we have injected through this data sources.yaml file. So if you want you can just test it out. So go to data sources, see, so we already have this Prometheus is injected here. And let me explore this, going back to explore section. So here we have Prometheus by default data source. Okay, so Grafana, just check this. Okay, so if you run this you can see different kinds of bars, points, stacked lines. Okay, Grafana is working fine. Prometheus, the Prometheus basically we have a different types of metrics here. You can just choose the different types of metrics and process CPU usage, and just check the application name, so product service. Run this and you can find out. Okay, so what I will do is I will take last 5 minutes. Okay, so this is the lines, this is the bars, and this is the points and stacked lines as well. Okay, so this is how the Prometheus will integrated here. We can create the dashboards as well. Okay, here we have dashboard section. So if you can see here, we'll create the new dashboard or like new folder or import here. So Grafana will provide like some of the dashboards. Grafana microservices dashboards. Okay, so this is the dashboards. Okay, what I will do is okay, so this is the Grafana dashboard section. So you can check here microservices. Okay, so here you can see like couple of microservices dashboards. You can just pick this, and what you need to do is you have to copy the ID here. That's it, and come back to your dashboard. So here we have a section import. Just click on this and paste this ID and just load this. And after it's loaded, you need to select this Prometheus. Okay, and just import this, so that like you will see the nice visualization and the graphs here. Okay, here we have a heap used and non-heap used and process open files. We have a CPU usage as well, and we have a load average. Okay, so like this, apart from this we have a JVM statistics. Okay, and we have a database connection pools as well, but right now I'm not using any database. Here you can see the HTTP statistics as well. Okay, so the request count and the response time. Okay, so all those stuff you can check it out here. And this is one application. What if, like, if I want to see, like, if my microservices are like multiple microservices running. Okay, so now what I will do is, so let's say that we have a Spring Cloud load balancing. Okay, so this Spring Cloud load balancing, let me open this pom.xml file. So here also we need to add two dependencies. One is actuator, another one is Prometheus dependency. Okay, so let me go back to product service and open that pom.xml file here. Okay, this is the dependency we required here, and let me go back to our inventory service. Okay, we need actuator as well. Okay, we already have actuator endpoint here, sorry, dependency. Let me copy this dependency as well, and let me go back to, okay, here, and let me paste this actuator dependency as well. Let's refresh this. And apart from this, we need to add this management endpoint as well. Okay, so this management endpoint I already added. So for this Spring Cloud load balancing, so here actually we can see health info metrics. What I will do is I will add like a Prometheus here, Prometheus. Okay, so that's it. So you can just restart this application, but before you are going to restart this, so this job should be reflected in our Grafana, right? So go back to our product service in prometheus.ml file. So actually we have created one job, so we need to create another job that is for inventory. Okay, so let me paste here. And so here what we need to do is we need to define the service name here. Okay, inventory service, and this will run on, so Spring Cloud load balancing 7070. Okay, so going back here, so we need to define 7070 and 7070 here. That's it. So what we need to do is we can just stop this containers. Let me delete this, and I will restart this. Okay, let me open docker compose.ml file, and let's start this services, and I will restart these two instances as well. Okay, at the same time I'm going back to our inventory service, and let me restart this service as well. Okay, so to check this, what I will do is 7070. Let me test this actuator. Okay, so now you can see the Prometheus here, this one Prometheus. Okay, so now this one also is ready. So let me going back to Grafana. Okay, and let me refresh this, and let me log in with admin here, and changing password not required here, and going back to dashboards, and let me import the dashboard again. So I forgot to like save the dashboard, so let me copy this dashboard ID. Okay, let me paste here and load this, and import the Prometheus as a data source. Okay, now you can see the inventory service as well. So here we can see inventory service and the product service. Okay, so both you can see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create like custom metrics here. Okay, so to deal with the custom metrics, so what we need to do is, let me open our product service here. Okay, so in the product service, going back to our code here, so Java and controller, we have a product controller here. right? So this product controller having like products endpoint which will return our products here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create like two custom metrics. One is like custom timer and custom counter here. Okay. So let me. So actually, if you are having like product service, you can define this custom metrics in our product service. Okay. I don't have any product service. That is the reason actually I'm creating the metrics directly here in the controller. Okay. So private final, and we have a timer. Okay, and this is like our custom timer, and apart from this private final. Okay, and I'm going to create the counter here. Okay, and this could be custom counter. Okay, so let me create the constructor here with these two parameters here. Okay, let me cut this, paste here. Okay, so here what I will do is, so here we have a we need to define the matrix registry here. Okay, not required this, that's it. So this metric registry dot will have like some timer. Okay, so here we need to define the name here. Okay, so what I will define is I will define custom product fetch uh, duration, right? So we need the duration, and so let me copy this. Okay, so here I will define like custom product counter. Not this one. Okay, so this is ready, and what we need to do is, so let me scroll down. So here actually we have a product endpoint, right? Inside this product endpoint, so we need to do two things here, right? So the first is we need to measure duration of the method execution. Okay, and another one is we have to increment, so we have to increment the counter. Okay, these are the two things required here. So first one is, so we need to measure the duration of the method execution here, right? So what I will do is I will remove this return. Okay, so customer timer dot, we have a record. Okay, so this record, so here I will define, so all this log the details, instance details, and after that we need to increment the counter as well, right? So this part I will define here. So custom counter dot increment. Okay, so that's it. And apart from this, basically we need to return the products, right? Okay, yeah, so our method is ready. So okay, so that's it. So now what I will do is I will restart this and I will test it out. Okay, it has been restarted. Let me going back to here we'll go to explore section. Okay, so Prometheus and select the metric. So our metric name is, so what we have defined, so we have defined custom product and custom. Okay, so now we can see the custom product count total here. Okay, and here you can check this. Here you can see the custom product related, okay, metrics. Okay, so to do this, let's hit this and run the query. You will see. Okay, and apart from this we have a custom duration, seconds max as well. Okay, you can see nice graph here. And apart from this, actually we have taken like counter as well, custom product counter. Okay, custom product counter here. So let's hit this as well. You can see the custom metrics here. Okay, and custom product counter total, we have a custom fetch custom counter. Custom product, yeah, fetch duration, seconds count. And okay, so like this we can use this custom metrics here. So we can create the alerts as well. Okay, to create the alerts, basically what we need to do is, here we can see the CPU usage, right? CPU usage we can see one, yeah, I think 1% is there. So let me edit this. Okay, so here you can see the CPU usage. So what I will do is I will create the alert here. Okay, so that like when this CPU process like some percentage, so that like the users come to know that there is a, okay, critical vulnerability. Okay, so let me click on this alert and create alert rule from this panel. Okay, so here you can see the CPU usage. So here we have a different types of query. So Grafana managed alert, we have two different things here, but I'm going to make use this Grafana managed alert here. And here we have a two things, one is like CPU uses, another one is like process uses. Okay, so I'm going to delete this process uses. I'm going to check the only system CPU usage here. Okay, let me delete this one as well, not required. And here we have a two things, one is reduce, another one is threshold here. So reduce is, here we have a C section, another D section here, and here we have a C means so for this C input is this one. Okay, and so we have like function here, so different types of functions, but I'm going to use the last data. Okay, and the input is this one, A input is A, this one Prometheus is input for this. Okay, reduce, and here we have a D, for this D input is C here, C means this one. Okay, and so here we need to define the percentage. If it is crossing like 1%, okay, then so it will send the alert notification. Okay, and apart from this we have like folder. Okay, if you want to create new folder, just create CPU alerts here. Okay, just enter this, and apart from this evaluation group also we need to be provide here. What I will do is I will take the same name here, and here we need to be define the evaluation duration here. I mean like every 1 minute it will fire the alarm here. Okay, so what I will do is I will provide 20 seconds here. Okay, for every 20 seconds it will check. Okay, this evaluate this rule and it will send the notification if it is found like any vulnerability here. Okay, apart from this, here we will for so once the condition is breached, here the alert goes to the pending state. If the alert is pending longer than the fur value, it becomes the firing alert here. Okay, so here also we need to be define the same 20 seconds here. That's it, and rest of the things not required. Just save this, and here you will see the contact points. Okay, so inside this contact points you have to be define your email here. Okay, let me edit this, and okay, once you save this and now test this, okay, you'll see the some smtp not configured message here. Okay, I will show you how to configure this. Now what I will do is I will open docker here. Okay, so docker ps. Okay, these are the Prometheus and Grafana is running on this port numbers here. So I have two commands, so let me open. So the first command basically, so docker execute, so it will go to our bin directory. Okay, from there, okay, going back to, yeah, so this is Grafana ine file. We need to open that file. Okay, so this is our smtp section here. Okay, so let me, so actually if you can see here the enabled is, okay, commented here. So I will remove this all the comment sections and host user the password. Okay, so certification is not required. Okay, and from address also I will remove this, and skip verify also I will remove. Okay, and from name also I will enable. Okay, that's it. So here, so going back to smtp section here, so let's enable this, and after that, so here host. Okay, paste here, and here I need to provide my username. Okay, and let me copy this one and come down. So here from address also I need to change here, paste this, and so skip verify, make it as true, and password. So this password you need to provide the app password. Okay, instead of your original password, this is my app password, one time password. Okay, so this is also created yesterday by anyhow, so we will test it out. Okay, so that's it. These are the configurations we need to be enabled here, and we need to save this. Skip colon wq, enter. Okay, so now what we have to do is going back here to the Grafana and test this and hit this, still we can't see. So might be it will take the time. Okay, so let me restart this, and come back here. Okay, now this time, okay, test alert has been sent. So what we have to do is going back to our Gmail. See this, now you got the test alert here, right? So what I will do is I will going back to, okay, all alert rules here. So you can see, so for every 20 seconds it will fire, and it will evaluate, and it will check the CPU usage here. Okay, so you can see all the evaluate sections here. So I will increase the CPU load, so I will hit this JMeter couple of times. Now let's refresh this. Hit this. Okay, so now it has been, okay, so now it has been crossed like 0.5 percentage. Now you can see like, so firing, so pending, from pending state to it is firing. Okay, from firing to it will start alerting. Okay, so this alerting will send you the alert notification. So I will go through here. So it has been taken some time, but you got the alerts. Okay, if you open this alert, we got the alert like from Grafana. Okay, CPU alerts and CPU usage. Okay, two firing instances, and it is saying that, so what are the labels, alert name and application name and Grafana folder and instance name and the job name. So all those details you can see here. Okay, so if you want to see this view dashboard and view the alert, so here we have a links, right? Just click on view dashboard, it will redirect to your dashboard. Apart from this, if you want to see the alert, you can see the alert. Okay, so like this alerting mechanism will work. Okay, so apart from this CPU usage, you can configure for heap memory usage as well. Okay, in the production environments, basically we used to configure like CPU usage and heap memory usages. Okay, and thread counts. Like this we will configure and we will monitor these alerts. Okay, so that's it friends. I hope you guys like my video. So thanks for watching.